What's up, y'all? It's Fatima Goddess and family. Had to run out to the store for a minute and pick up some things for me and my mom and the kids. Baby girl wanted ring pops. Baby boy wanted donuts. And mommy had to have her orange juice. Had to get her vitamin C in. And I had to have my Hershey pie, knowing I don't need it, knowing I need to lose 40 pounds. Last November, I was working out, looking good. You can see my neck. I've always been like up and down with my weight. Like when I was in high school, I was huge, like huge. I know I had to been every bit, I don't know, 200 and something pounds, because I remember we were in the store and I think I was wearing an 18 at the time. Y'all, let me tell you what. So I freaking go try the little 18 size pants on, and my mother gonna yell out, they don't fit, and I'm like, oh my God, you know how your mama is like so freaking embarrassing. Like, ain't this the size bra you wear? Ain't this the size panties you wear? She's one of those moms and do not care, and you better not say nothing to her. So I couldn't fit the pants, so I got a 20. Yo, the 20 didn't fit. So she went up to, I believe, a 22, and they fit. And at that point, I knew it was time to do something. And you know, when you're young and stuff, because I was still in high school at the time. So, you know, when you're young and stuff, and the bigger you are, the more weight falls off. And your metabolism is a little bit faster when you're younger. So I went out and bought I believe it was Leslie Summers tape. It was either a tape or a DVD. I can't remember. But anyway, I got that, and I got it because all you did was walk. You walked in place, you stepped side to side, all that good jazz. So I did that. I cut out meat. I only ate meat like maybe 3 times a week. I made myself vegetables, not too much fruit, only because fruit is good for you, but it has sugars in it, and I was trying to lose weight fast because that was my junior year, and senior year I wanted to go out with a bang, honey. And my size has never kept me from like having friends or being picked on or having boyfriends or anything, but I wanted to do it for me because everybody was like, you ain't big, you're beautiful, da, 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 da. And people say that, but they be lying. They say that because they love you and they don't want you to feel a certain kind of way, is what I think. I could be wrong, but hey. So anyway, I did my little tape or DVD, and it worked. I believe in the first month I was already down like 10 pounds. And it was a lot of work, a lot of dedication. I would do it like 2 to 3 times a day. I was drinking my water. I was eating my breakfast, and I hate eating breakfast. Hate it. But I would make like a small little bowl of oatmeal, you know, no sugar in it, not the processed kind, the kind you gotta put on the stove, like a boiled egg or something like that. And I did it. In about 3 months, I had came down from 200 and something pounds. I don't even really know the weight, but I can tell you that I came from a 22 down to an 11, 12. So that should let you know how much weight I lost. And people was like, what happened to you? Where are you at? You smoking crack? You on that shit? Like, what's going on? And I'm like, folks, I was working out and I lost the weight. And it's so funny that, like, guys that I liked or whatever, like the popular guys or whatever, like I said, I never had a problem, you know, getting the guy I want, but it would be certain guys that would talk to me on the low, but wouldn't want, you know, to bring me around their friends. I guess because I was a big girl, which I still am a big girl and proud of it. I do not want to be skinny at all. I got a big old head and I need some weight to hold it up or I tip on over. And I got a big rack. So I just want to be toned up, you know what I'm saying? And I want my face to be smaller, my arms to be smaller. My thighs aren't going anywhere. When I lost all that weight, my thighs didn't go anywhere. So I'm happy about them. I'm happy about my breasts and everything. God bless me with them. And if they're not going nowhere, then they just not going nowhere, boo. So after I lost all that weight, I was so happy. I couldn't believe it. I could shop in all the stores and find little cute stuff. I used to dress up. You couldn't tell me nothing my senior year. You heard? All the guys was jacking me. But anyway, I kept that weight off. I graduated, and me and my homegirl had got a apartment together. And we had so much fun in that apartment. Like, it was crazy. And it was actually crazy. I have to do a story time on that, on how me and my friend got a apartment together, because she actually already had the apartment with another roommate, but that roommate didn't work out, so she asked me to come move in with her. And at first I was like no, because I was living at home stacking that paper. I've been working since I was 12 years old, and I was stacking my paper trying to, you know, get my own place, get my own house, you know, go to college, this is that and the third. So I was like, you crazy if you think I'm gonna move in with you, pay bills when I'm living at home, and I can use all my money to myself and stack my paper. But me being the good friend that I am, I ended up moving, and it was the best time of my life. And that's where I met my son's father. And I like older guys, so he was older than me. And the funny thing about that is, when I met him, I was actually broke down on the side of the road, me and my homegirl. I think I was driving my mom's car at the time, if I'm not mistaken. And the timing belt had went out. Lord have mercy. And we just sitting there. We really didn't have nobody to call. So I see this guy keep circling around, and this big green Suburban. And he just looking, and we got the hood up. And I'm standing there acting like I know what I'm doing, don't know what I'm doing. And finally, I just throw my arms up like, You see us out here, two women out here in distress, and you just gonna keep circling around looking? I threw my hands up like, help, help, is you gonna help? So he gonna go, yes, you, the one who been staring, you. So he pulled over and stopped and helped us, and it ended up being my timing belt. And I was like, I don't know what to do. I don't have like AAA or anything. So I'm gonna have to get my car towed. And I don't have the money. I had the money, but I ain't had the money. So he was like, well, I'll pay for it and I'll give y'all a ride. So I'm like, all right, cool. Young and dumb. Who gets in a car with strangers? Young and dumb. And it was me and my friend at that. And she's older than me. And we both got in that car. But luckily, it turned out good. He was a gentleman. He helped us. My car got towed. It got fixed. He had somebody that he knew that worked on cars. Fixed it within like 30 minutes. And I was rolling. And so I don't know where this came from, because I'm really like a shy person. I was like, you got a girlfriend? And he was like, no. Why? You got a boyfriend? And I was like, no. He was like, how old are you? And I was like, 19. He was like, I'm 33. I was like, I don't care. Lord have mercy. But, like I said before, I liked older guys. I still like older guys. So, I was like, can I get your number? And he was like, you want my number? And I was like, ain't that what I just said? He was like, yeah, you can get it. That's what's up. And I was like, well, I appreciate, everything that you did. And slide me them digits. And I'll call you later and maybe, we can get up. You can go on a date or whatever. And he was just looking at me and, I guess because of my age or whatever. But I wasn't tripping on it at all. So I want to get on the vlog. What's wrong? Huh? Won't you put something on it? You did? Well. Thank you. So anyway, I invited him over and I was so protective of him. Like, it was so weird. I was telling my friends, don't look his way. This is me. This is mine. Don't look his way. Don't talk to him, because you know how girls can say they're your friends and then the next thing they trying to take your man. So I made it very, very clear. Don't. Take that to Yaya. Don't try me. So the little first night he came over, he was a perfect gentleman. I was to be in the little thought box. And when he was leaving, because we was drinking and stuff like that, and I didn't really want him to see that side of me. Not saying that I get, crazy when I get a little tip, but not on the first, little meet and greet. So I was like, well, I'm going to bed. I got to work in the morning, and I had so much fun, and, I hope to see you again. And he was like, that's what's up. Just let me know. Whatever. And we can make it happen. So I'm like, okay. Y'all, when we get outside and I walk him to his car. That fool laid a kiss on me, honey. I almost went back. It's how my face. I was like, "Oh, you sure you don't wanna come in? You sure? 'Cause, honey, you just made me feel like a natural woman." But anyway, it didn't go down like that. I wanted it to, but it didn't go down like that, and I'm glad it did not, because that's not me. But I was just feeling him. I don't know what it was. It was just, I don't know. I was just feeling him. So anyway, here you go, boo. Pudding pop. Want to say hi to the vlog?
Oh, hey guys.
What are you supposed to do? Like?
Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment down below, and turn on your post notification, and then we will get to upload a brand new video. Okay?
Put on those notification notice. Put on those notification notice.
Mama.
Hold on. Put on your notification. What is wrong? What is going on? Make sure you put on your post notification so that you will be notified every time we upload a video. Wow. Ugh. See, me thinking about that got me all discombobulated. You can open it like a big girl. Open it.
Okay.
So, anyway, after that night, honey, he had me. And he was a really, really good guy. He took me out. He was nice. He held doors. He was extra nice to my roommates. Like, whatever we needed or whatever, he would get, because, mind you, at the time, I was only working PRN. And my homegirl was working full time. And I'm supposed to be helping her. But my money flow was kind of down. So we was oodle and noodling it every freaking night. Like, we ate so many oodles and noodles. I don't want to see a pack of oodle and noodle again. The little Chef Boyardee cans, all of that. That's what we was eating, man. It was crazy. We was really down and out, especially like money wise. But he came in and he bought us groceries and stuff like that. I had a little TV. He brought me a DVD player. And it was just love from all there. But what had happened was, at the time, I was on, first of all, he had 6 kids. Ugh. That's why I'm missing a tooth now. I can't wait to get my implant. Anyway, don't do that, because you'll knock your tooth out like I did mine. Anyway, what was I saying? What was I saying? Oh, he had 6 kids. And I didn't care. And he lied to me about having 6 kids. He told me he had 3. But my mother knew him. My godmother knew him. And they all told me that, you know, Oh, no, excuse me. He had 5 kids. My son is the 6th kid. He had 5 kids. He told me he had 3. Now, why would you lie about something like that like I wasn't going to find out? So, anyway, even through that, I was still like, oh, it's cool, you know. I'm upset that you lied about it, but, you know, whatever. Man, let me tell y'all. I'm thinking this fool's sterile. Turn it off or go in the other room, baby. I'm vlogging. So, this fool, after I done went ahead and accepted all of that, accepted his kids, I kept noticing that he was never around his kids. He was always, you know, up under me. And I kind of felt like he was sterile. And I used to be like, when do you see your kids? Because you always here. Like, he worked, I worked. But he would bring me after he got off. Because I worked second shift, he worked first shift. So by the time it was my break, he was already off. And he would bring me and my friends lunch or whatever. So I was like, when do you ever see your kids? So one day he took me to go see one of them. And that's my baby, y'all. That is my boo. Her and my son look like they came from the same parents. She's just a shade or two darker than my son. But they could actually be twins. So after that, I think he was cheating on me. I'm not sure. Everybody was telling me that, you know, he had a wife, well, ex-wife at the time, and that he was seeing her and dealing with her. But I didn't believe it because you have a child with this person. Of course, you're going to have to see them and talk to them. Just because they're around each other don't mean they're messing around with each other. So, you know how people do. If you happy, people don't want to see you happy, and they'll try to, you know, break you up. And like I said, I was young and dumb, so whatever. Now, back to the sterile part. I was on birth control. I was on the NuvaRing. Baby, take that upstairs. I'm vlogging. I was thinking he was sterile. Why I was thinking that, who knows? But anyway, so I was on a NuvaRing, and of course, adults know, to all my adults, no children. We was having coitus, and I ended up getting pregnant. And the time it takes to have a baby is the time it took for me to get pregnant. Mind you, I was on birth control. Mind you, he was using condoms. One time, the condom bust. And that one time, I got pregnant. And how I found out was I was at work and I was feeling sick. I was feeling terrible. I was like, something ain't right. Something's going on. I don't feel right. And my best friend at the time was like feeling the same way. So she already had children. I didn't have any kids. So she was like, maybe you need to take a pregnancy test. And I was like, why would I do that? Because I'm already on birth control. Like, I'm not pregnant. She was like, well, humor me and take one anyway. So I was like, no, I'm not taking it. I was in complete denial. No, I'm not doing that. No, it's not happening. I get off work. He comes over. And we messing around. And it starts like, I don't know, feeling on me or whatever. Like real weird. Like And he was like, something is wrong with you. And I was like, yeah, I've been feeling sick all day. And he was like, no, something's up. Like, your breasts feel different. You feel different. Something's up. So I was like, what are you talking about? This fool gets up, leaves. Don't tell me where he going. Don't tell me nothing. Bounces. So I'm confused, sitting there like, what is going on? This fool done went to CVS and bought 4 pregnancy tests. And was like, take them because I know you pregnant. Now, I'm laughing and joking like, you would know. You the one with 5 kids, but let me tell you right here, right now. I'm not pregnant. I'm on birth control and we use condoms. Period, poo. So I went in the bathroom and he was just like, pee in the cup and we're going to dip all the sticks in it. Dumb. So I was like, all right. I did it. Every single one of them was positive. He got 2 of the ones that say pregnant and then 2 of the ones that have the lines on it. When I tell you those lines was dark as I don't know. I mean, they showed up. And the other 2 was like pregnant. And I was early because when I went to my doctor's appointment, I think I was like 3 weeks at the time. Yeah, 3 weeks. Ain't that crazy? And I was like, there's no way. That's what I mean, There's no way I'm on birth control. And they was like, well, you know that 99, da-da-da-da. Sometimes it happens and da-da-da-da-da. But the funny thing was, I was on the depot shot. And the depot shot makes you fat. Some people say it don't. Some people say it do. I've seen enough people be on it and then get off of it and lose hella weight. And I'm one of those people. So, I don't do the depot shot. So, messed around. Found out I was pregnant. And this fool looked at me and asked me, what you gonna do? Excuse me? What am I gonna do? What do you mean, what am I gonna do? What we gonna do? He like, nah, what you gonna do? So, we've been together all this time. We love each other. You claim you love me. You not new to this. You true to this. You got 5 other kids. You know what happens when you have sex with someone, whether they on birth control, whether you using condoms, because the condom did bust. I'm not 100% sure that's when it happened, because I was on birth control when I had my daughter as well. So, y'all, my feelings was so hurt. Because in that very moment, everything changed. Everything. The nice, holding doors, calling, making sure I was straight, making sure I had everything, all of that stopped. All of the calling stopped, all of the texting stopped, everything went downhill. I used to have to call him and tell him, oh, well, I had a doctor's appointment today, it went fine. He would be like, okay, and hang up. When I fast forward, when I had my son, and it took a little bit because where I live, they stopped, the hospital we have, they stopped delivering babies. So we have to go to another city to have our babies. And so with my first child, you know, you don't know your body. You don't know what's going on. You don't know about the mucus plug and your water breaking and all of this and all of that. And I kept feeling this pain. So my mom took me to the hospital, and it was like they had an attitude. We don't deliver babies. And my mom was like, I don't give a F-U-C-K. Check her out and make sure everything's fine. So when I went back there, I was already 4 centimeters, and the nurse said that I was in active labor and that she was getting an ambulance ready for me. So I was all ready to go. The doctor comes in, cancels all of that, tells me that I am not in active labor and to go home and don't take hot baths. By the time I got home and put my foot on the step to get into my house, my water broke. I could have already been on my way. I called him. I know. Like 20 times. No answer. I called his father. His father said he was out of town. And his father was cool. Like, he didn't do, God rest his soul, he didn't do everything he could do. But he did see his grandson. He did, you know, help me in a way to let me know my son ain't shit, honey. And I'm just going to let you know that right now. And if you need anything, call me. But unfortunately, after, I think my son was about 2 months, I think he saw him twice, he passed away. God rest his soul. I hate that. But he was not there for the birth. The dad. And even my friends was calling him. Now, God works in mysterious ways. It's 33 minutes. I gotta get off here. God works in mysterious ways because at the time I didn't know anything about, you know, pediatricians or anything like that. So I took him for his first visit to my own doctor, my primary physician. And it just so happened that Donnie went to the same doctor, and we ran into each other. He looks at me. He looks down at my baby. He looks back at me. He looks down at my baby. Now, I'm Puerto Rican, and we come in all colors. Like some of my aunts look white, some of my aunts look Mexican, some of my aunts look black. We come in an array, just like black people. So, my son, when he first came out, he had blonde hair, blue eyes. And as the days, you know, went by, his eyes came into like a hazel color, and his hair was like a sandy blonde. So I'm assuming that's why he kept looking at him like that. And then gonna ask me, oh, you had the baby? Ninja, you don't see the baby right here? Yes, I had the baby. Where were you? Oh, we was out of town and I didn't know, and this is that. All I need from you is to take care of your responsibilities. That's it. We ain't got to talk about nothing. You ain't got to explain nothing to me. Take care of your responsibilities. Period. The next week, I had a DNA test in my mailbox. He had sent me a DNA test. When I tell y'all, I have never been so humiliated in my life. You're gonna send me a DNA test knowing doggone well one thing for sure and two things for certain. I am a loyal, down for the ride chick. I don't cheat, period. And I have been cheated on and had plenty of chances to cheat right back. But that's not the kind of person I am. That's not my character. And just because the person cheats on me, that's you. That's not me. So, we go. It was terrible to have to see my baby, my brand new baby, get his mouth swabbed because his dumb ass father. So the mother gets her results first, which I already knew what the results was in the first place. So I wouldn't trip him. I wasn't even watching the mailbox. So my mom was like, I'm expecting a package. Can you go to the mailbox and get it? So I was like, yeah. So I went. And there go the DNA diagnostics. I opened up. 99.999 his. And I just look at it, shake my head, roll it up, and give it to my mom. I'm 32 years old. I still do the same thing. Any important documents, I give them to my mom because I lose everything. So, I say about 2 days later, he calls me talking about something. What's this about him 99.999 not being mine? I said, don't play with me. I've already got my results. Oh, I was just playing. I knew he was mine from the get-go. I said it again. All I want from you is to take care of your responsibilities. And that's it. Period. Ask me, has he done that? No. Ask me how many times he sees his son. A year. Once. No birthdays. He only comes at Christmas. Which is sad, but luckily my son is, I call him a baby genius, and he understands what's going on, and he understands that sometimes, things don't work out like they're supposed to, or, because I didn't have my father in my life either. And that's why I'm raising him to be a great man. And when you have your wife and your children, you will be a stand-up husband and a great father. The saga will stop. Because by hook or by crook, I'm going to take care of my family, period. Whether I got to hustle, get out here and get 4-5 jobs, whatever, I'm going to do it to take care of my family because I love my children. I couldn't go a day without seeing my children. That's why I don't understand these men who can go days, months, years without seeing their kids. That's crazy. I wanna thank you. I wanna thank you. I wanna thank you.